As we now know that the key component in MQTT is the MQTT broker. Mosquitto is an open source broker that implements the MQTT protocol. It's lightweight and switchable for use on all devices like Raspberry Pi and on PC. In this tutorial, we are going to use cloud-based Mosquitto broker that implements MQTT broker. Because the cloud-based broker make device controllable over the internet, and hence you are able to make awesome IoT project which uses internet to control remote devices. Cloud-based Mosquitto broker are mainly like ThingMQ, ThingStudio, MQTT.io, HeroQ, and CloudMQTT. We are using CloudMQTT in this tutorial because CloudMQTT is one of the best and easiest cloud-based Mosquitto broker. CloudMQTT has a free plan that allows us to set up our own CloudMQTT broker instance. That instance will run on their hardware server. It also has a well-designed GUI to monitor the publishing and subscribing process and topics through an easy-to-use WebSocket UI. In this lecture, we will be using PAHO MQTT library of Python. The easiest way to install this library is by using pip command. Just type in a CMD pip install PAHO MQTT. The core of the client library is the client class. There is a client library in a PAHO MQTT, and the core of that client library is client class, which provide all the function to publish, message, and subscribe to the topic. PAHO MQTT client class has several methods. The main ones are connect command, connect method, disconnect method, subscribe method, unsubscribe method, publish method. These are, we have also seen, these are the command in MQTT. I am using Windows operating system in this implementation lecture series, but these all things is also applicable to Ubuntu or Linux. So if you have Ubuntu operating system, then these all things are applicable on that operating system also. Now, firstly, we have to log in to the Cloud MQTT and we have to make an account on that Cloud MQTT website. And after that, we have to create a broker instance. Let's do it. Just search Cloud MQTT on the Google.
Just Cloud MQTT in Google. The website on it. Here you have to create an account. I am using Google account to log in this website. So using Google, I have logged into the website. You are seeing here create new instance. By using this button, I am going to create the broker instance of MQTT on their server or Cloud MQTT server. Let's do it. Here you are seeing a name. So I am giving the broker name as first code. Plan is cute cat, that is free, but it have a limited access. Here tag is optional. So just click on now select region. Here you can see data center. Here 2 data center is provided. I am using first one. And then click on review. Here you see the configuration of the broker. As I have provided the name as a first code. Provider is Amazon Web Service. Region is US East 1. Now, just click on create instance and it will create the instance of the MQTT broker. As you can see here, the first code name, it is created, instance successfully created. So now click on the first code. Here you see all the details like broker details like server name, user, password, port, SSL port, WebSocket port, connection limit is 5. Because it is a free plan, that's why we have only a 5, connection limit is set to 5. If you want more connections, then you have to purchase the plan. Now, the broker instance is created. We will use this information. We will not use all the information. We will use some of the information like server, user and password and port to do data transfer from means client publish the data to the broker instance which is hosted by the cloud MQTT and also for a subscribe we will use 4 information from here. So you just create one account here and try to do with me.
One is my computer, in which I am developing a program of client to work as an publisher and subscriber, and another client I am using my Android mobile phone. Yes, I am using another client, my Android mobile phone. In my Android mobile phone, I have downloaded one app named my MQTT. As you see on the screen, you are also able to download this app in your mobile from Google Play Store. Just type my MQTT. This app make my mobile to work as a publisher and subscriber. So, firstly, I will make my computer as a publisher and my mobile phone as a subscriber. As you know that, it means computer publish message to the broker and received by the mobile phone. And then I will make my computer as a subscriber and my mobile as a publisher. So in this case, my mobile phone publish the message to the broker, that is Cloud MQTT broker, the instance of Cloud MQTT broker, and message is received by the my computer. I hope you are all now familiar with Cloud MQTT functionalities and you have created one account so that you are able to follow the tutorials. I have also told you to download the app name My MQTT so that your mobile phone become the client and work as a publisher and subscriber. Now, let's get started. I am using Python idle for coding. I have already installed Paho MQTT. If you have not installed this library yet, then just type pip install paho-mqtt in the CMD. Okay, now jump to the coding part. As I said before, first I will write code such that my computer work as a publisher and my mobile phone as a subscriber. I am using two clients because it is easy to visualize the message flow. So today I will write code for publisher, and to make my mobile phone as a subscriber, we have to do some setting. Open the app and go to the settings section. Here you have to provide the broker instance detail which was discussed in the previous lecture. The details is like broker URL, port, username and password. Username and password is optional. Even then, I am filling it out. So let's fill all the information. Now, your mobile client is ready to act as a subscriber. Now, let us suppose my computer is publishing the message on topic like MQTT slash first code. I have already discussed the topic structure in the previous part of the video. So if you are not able to understand how I write the topic, then watch that lecture and again come and continue from here. So in subscribe section, add the topic MQTT slash first code. As you see here, you are now subscribed to the topic. As I said before, a client can able to subscribe multiple topics. So you are able to add many topic here. So if now any client publish the message on this topic, then that message is received by my mobile phone and it will be seen by the dashboard in this app. Now let's make my computer to act like a publisher to this topic. Let's open the idle Python IDE. First, we need to import the client class to have the access to all the functionality needed to connect to the broker and publish some messages to the topic. This class provide a very simple interface so that we don't need to worry about the low level detail of the MQTT protocol. So let's import paho.mqtt.client as MQTT client. Okay. Additionally, we also use time module. So import Python time module because we can have access to the sleep function for introducing some delay in our code. Now, declare the variable that is connected. The connected variable is set to false. We will see later why we are setting it as false. Additionally, now declare for variable to hold the information needed to connect to the server. This is the information mentioned in the previous lecture to connect to the server. You should use the information from your broker instance which we have created in the Cloud MQTT. So let's define broker address, port, user, password. Now, and also keep it in mind that broker address, user, password are in string. Type is string. Okay. Now, create a new client instance. We will pass as argument of the constructor a unique client identifier in a format of a string. The client constructor takes four optional parameters, but only the client ID is necessary. And also, it is very important, it should be unique, as we have discussed in the previous lecture of the important points of MQTT. So let's define the instance. Client is equal to MQTT client dot client, and let's suppose we are passing the string MQTT as a client identifier. Okay. Now we have to call the username password set method. This method allows to specify a username and password. Here password is optional also. So let's client dot username pw set password and passing the argument user which we have already defined, comma password. Now here we have to specify a onConnect callback function which is called when the broker responds to the connection request. As the callback function, to process callback function, you need to create a callback function to process any message, and we have to start a loop to check for a callback message. I am just assigning the function for now and define the actual code later. So client dot on connect is equal to on connect. Okay. Now finally I am calling the connect method for establishing the connection to the broker. It takes as the input the broker address and the port number. So client dot connect broker address comma port number. As I have already told that if to process a callback function, we have to call a method called loop start. It also run a thread in background to handle the network connection, and also it handle the sending and receiving data. So client dot loop start. Since establishing the connection may take a while, so I am writing a loop so that the loop is executed until the previously declared connected variable is set to true. As I said before, the connection variable is set to true in our callback function. We are going to define call on connect callback function later. Now, while connected is not equal to true and time dot sleep, let's suppose we are delaying for 0.2 seconds. Okay. Now we have to publish the message to the broker. So as I have already defined the topic structure, so suppose that the topic is MQTT slash first code, and we are passing the message hello MQTT. Okay, now we have to stop the loop. Now to finish the coding, we just need to specify the on connect callback function. It receives four arguments. So define on connect. So it take four argument like client, user data, flags, RC. Here RC value determine that the client is connected to the broker or not. If RC is 0, then client is connected. So if RC equal to 0, we will print uh, client is connected to the broker. Here, if RC is equal to 0, we have to set connected is equal to true. So connected is a global variable. So first we will initialize global connected and then we will initialize connected is equal to true. If RC is not equal to 0, then we will print connection failed. That is connection client is not connected to the broker. So else print connection failed. Now let's run it and we will see it tries to means it publish the message on this topic and the message is hello MQTT. Yeah, it is gets connected and yeah, here you can see we get a message on this topic MQTT slash first code. I hope You all understand the coding part of the MQTT. We will make my computer as a subscriber and my mobile phone as a publisher. Let's start coding to make my computer as a subscriber. Here, all the things are same as in the previous video. Like, firstly, I am declaring the connected variable and it's set to false. And also declare, we will declare message received and also it is set to false. We will see later why I am declaring this variable. After that, we have to declare four more variable, and this variable contains the broker instance information. This information is like broker address, port, user, and password, like in previous lecture. Now, we are going to create a new client instance, and we will pass the argument client identifier. I am passing the my MQTT string as a client identifier, same as before. To set password and username, we have to call username password set method, and it takes argument like user and password. Here password is optional, but even then I am passing it. Now we have to specify a onConnect callback function, which is called when the broker respond to the connection request. I am just assigning the function for now and define the actual code later. Finally, I am calling the connect method for establishing the connection to the broker. It takes as input the broker address and the port number. As I have told that to process a callback function, we have to call a method called loop start. And this method also run a thread in background to handle the network connection and also sending and receiving data. Now, we need to call the subscribe method and we have to pass the input as a topic as a input. That topic that we want to subscribe to. In this case, we will subscribe to topic like in the previous lecture, MQTT slash second code. So now, any client published to this topic, then that message is also is received by my computer. Since establishing the connection may take a while, so I am writing loop so that loop is executed until previously declared connected variable is set to true. As I said before, the connection connected variable is set to true in our callback function, which we are going to define later. Now, to get a message, we have to wait for some time so that some client publish a message to the subscribed topic. Okay, so I am writing a loop for that also so that loop is executed until previously declared message received variable, which we have declared previously and we have set to false. Now here we will execute the loop until previously declared message received variable is set to true. Set to true, yeah. In this case, also the message received variable is set to true in callback function. Okay. Now, to finish the coding part, we just need to specify the onConnect callback function and onMessage callback function. OnConnect callback function is same as before. Like if RC is equal to 0, then print a success message that client is connected to the broker, and otherwise print an error message or Client is not connected to the broker. Now, to see that message is received by the client, we have to define one more callback function. This callback function is executed when client, that is my computer, receives the message. So here I am just assigning the onMessage callback function, and later we will define the onMessage callback function. Now, let's define this onMessage callback function. It takes argument like client, user data, and message. So define onMessage. If message is received, we know that the message is in UTF-8 string. So first of all, we have to decode it. So we have to decode that message. So how we are accessing the message is, there is a payload member of the class. This payload will be used to get the actual message received from the subscribed topic. So we will print like message received. Now here we are also able to get topic on the which the message is published. Like you have to only write message dot topic. Just like message dot payload, here you have to write message dot topic and you have to print it. Okay, let's run this code. As you see here, client is connected. Now in the app, we have to provide the topic in which we want to publish the message, which and the computer is subscribed to. So here I am typing MQTT slash second code. And now here we have to write the message hi. I am writing hi, and yeah, as you see here, the message is received hi, and the message topic is MQTT slash second code. Now again, let's publish message hello from my mobile phone, and let's publish it. Yeah, as you see here, the message received is hello, and the message topic is MQTT slash second code. So I hope you're all able to understand the MQTT publish and subscribe coding part.